welcome to the docket for the adjournment meeting of the Mayor and Council being held Friday, January 5th, 2024, 5 p.m. in Borough Hall. Missy, could you please read the roll?
Mayor Nunziato.
Here.
Councilman Coakley.
Here.
Councilman McGowan.
Present.
Councilman Beg Roberson.
Present.
Councilman Guzman.
Here.
Councilman Delray Cohen.
Here.
Councilman Quattrone. Here.
Thank you. If you're willing and able, please stand for the salute to the flag.
Amazing.
Missy, could you please read the provisions?
In compliance with the Open Public Meetings Law, Chapter 231, Public Laws of 1975, notice of this meeting was transmitted to the Record and Herald News and filed with the Borough Clerk on December 21st, 2022, and June 22, 2023, and is posted on the bulletin board outside of Borough Hall.
Thank you, Missy. Council President. Oh, I'm sorry. Hearing of citizens. Please,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, mic's on. Of course it is. Bonnie Corcoran, Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Kwanzaa, everyone, everything. Oh, sorry, guys. How about I just speak loud?
Whoa. Hold on.
Oh, remember, this is the microphone that's on full live, just so you know. You're back.
Oh, boy.
So, I want to preface this by, we have an amazing police department, a really amazing police department. I had the unfortunate experience of needing to call 911. Couple of this past week. Everybody's fine. I know. But I was a little taken back by the fact that we were outside. I didn't have my phone on me. Some medical training that I have, you stay with the person until you're stable and try to get help. Oh, I scream. I talk loud. I scream even louder. Sadly, none of my neighbors called. I know some of them were home because they came out when the ambulance and police came, and they let me out, which says a lot of credibility on me. I'm one that will run to someone on the caliber, at least call the cops and say, hey, someone's screaming bloody murder, can you check it out? Nobody did. Stabilized the person, ran into my house, grabbed my landline, because I knew calling 911 from landline is automatic. Name, address, phone number, the things they need. Told the dispatcher I had a medical emergency, went into the details, and he said, Rutherford? I said, yes. Aren't I talking to Rutherford? No, you were talking to a dispatch center. I've already talked to Chief, so I know the basics of why we're not a 911. 911 still come to our police department. But it was a little delayed. He said, I'm going to get Rutherford on the line for you. He came back before connecting Rutherford up and said, when I get Rutherford on the line, you will not speak. I will be the one talking to the officer. Do not talk. Okay, I'll play nice. Fine. So he told the officer everything. It was an officer, Lieutenant Cap. I don't know how to say things for him, so I always call him Cap. And he asked a question, and the dispatcher said, I'm going to go and get that answer. And we were going to start playing telephone. That's the minute I stopped and said, okay. And I literally yelled out, Craig, it's Bonnie Corcoran, 390 Montrose. I'm in the ambulance now. He said, Bonnie, we got you. I'm calling police. Ambulance is on its way. Somehow it was disconnected. I thought they disconnected me, so I attending the person. I'm using the terms because it's really known who it was and what happened. The dispatcher actually called me back to, I think, reprimand me for talking. So I said, no, Rutherford is literally on the scene. Officer Batchelor and Officer Kilroy were coming up my driveway. I said, no, cops are here. I'm sure the end is not far behind. You will no longer need. And I had to. The fact that the dispatcher wanted to play telephone and not let me tell the officer directly, I get it. Maybe sometimes they have hysterics, but I was not hysterical. I was calm. I was trying to get medical attention. It was good to hear Craig's voice and know that he was going to walk. Bachelor and Kilroy coming up the driveway, I knew we were moving fast. Ambulance came, it wasn't Rutherford, they were in the call, so we had to hold the EMTs. Phenomenal. We have great neutral. I'm proud. Trust me, if I didn't have a mental health issue, I would gladly be on the birthday squad. But I have a health issue that was out closer. But I'm proud to back those guys up. I will say, I was a little taken back. They came, Bachelor and Kilroy came up with the bags, the med bags, oxygen tank. They didn't have a pulse ox monitor. If anybody doesn't know what that is, it's a little monitor. Yes, I have one. I think they were a little taken back. I had one. I also have a blood pressure cuff. It's literally a thing you put on your finger. You get your pulse and your oxygen level. Officer Kilroy's like, oh, I wish I could get this oxygen level. I said, let me get my pulse ox needle. I already talked to the chief, and Mike and I are going to do a bunch of this. I think they should be in the cars. I think they should be in the police bags, because if anybody needs them, let me see what the oxygen. You can't tell an oxygen level unless you have one of these. They're very easy to need. They're not like, you're figuring out engineering. So Mike and I talked, and we're actually going to donate a bunch of these to the police station, because I think we should be in the, I know ambulances have them. I think the police car should have them. Everybody's fine. I am 2 PSAs, public statements. If you see or hear someone screaming bloody murder, pick up the phone and say, someone's going crazy on this address, can you check it out? I wouldn't have had to wait for have a longer response time. Because let me tell you, as soon as I got the police, they were there. If you see an ambulance or a fire truck or a police car screaming down the road with sirens and lights on, that includes the blue lights for the volunteer firefighters, get out of the way. They're going to an emergency. They don't have those lights on for the fun of it. That the amount of people the ambulance had to slow down for, crossing over Park Ave, was ridiculous. The cars not getting out of the way was equally ridiculous, to the point where I looked at the ambulance driver and said, if you play bumper cars, I will pay for the damage. It's common courtesy. The entitled people need to stop. That's it. Mayor, you're beautiful and you take help. Like I said, if I didn't have a medical issue, I would not be sure. But, thank God I have medical background, and I can handle it until the cops leave in Scotland. I get why we can't get 911 into our police station now, because I talked to the chief, but, if someone says there's an emergency, dispatchers should not be playing telephone. Just put the person right through the cops. So, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public wishing to speak at this time? Seeing none? Oh, sorry, sir. Please state your name and address Keep your comments to 5 minutes or less.
Do you have to, yeah.
Testing? There you go.
Yep.
Okay, two things. One, I want to just submit a letter. Who should I give it to?
Borough clerk.
Yep, that's just, I spoke to the council a couple of weeks ago about some health issues I have with the car wash in Rutherford. That's just like in writing. I don't know if that might be more helpful. And the second thing is with the crosswalk that's being put up on, or the lights that are being put up on Jackson and Erie. I think that's, I'm glad that's happening. But I want to raise the issue that there's not a crosswalk on Washington and Jackson Avenue. When I was in high school in like 2017, I was in track, and we would run from the high school to the fields, Tryon Field. And we usually would go through Washington and Jackson Avenue. And I think it would be better, because there's no crosswalk right there now, to have something for that. So just want to raise that. So thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public wishing to speak? Seeing none, I'm going to close it to the public and open it up for any council comment. Council President?
Mayor, first, Bonnie, thank you for sharing your story. I'm terribly sorry to hear about the additional stress on already a stressful situation. Thank you, Chief, for taking a few minutes to speak with Bonnie already, to share with her about, it's out. There it is. To share with her about the process of 911 and how calls come in. So thank you for doing that. And I also thank you for your PSAs to our neighbors about being to care for each other and also to get out of the way when first responders are responding. And thank you again for coming and sharing your thoughts and putting it in writing as a follow-up about the noise complaint that you shared with us a few weeks ago. So thank you for your time. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public wishing to speak?
Can you hear me? Oh, yeah, you can hear me. Bonnie, I just want to say I'm so sorry. I just want to say I'm so
Sorry about that. Anybody else from public? From the council? Just two quick things. Yes, Bonnie, I did, and I understand completely. As far as the roadway, we can have the engineers look into that, but Jackson is a county road. But I absolutely understand your point, because I have used that to cross many times growing up as well. So we'll look into that. And as regarding your letter, we'll have the borough administrator go through it. We're going to move on now to the president of the council.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. Tonight, I'd like to move to approve the regular meeting minutes of December 26, 2023. Motion.
Motion by Council President. May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Guzman. Any questions or comments by the council?
Councilman Coakley?
Yes.
Councilman McGowan?
Yes.
Councilman Big Roberson? Councilman Guzman.
Yes.
Councilman Del Rey-Cohn.
Yes.
Councilwoman Quattrone.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, hello? Nope. Hello? Next moving resolutions, number 274, 275, and 276, which are authorizing non-fire and open contracts to Terry Company, the raffles for the BPOE Rutherford Lodge, casino night, St. Mary's PTA on-premise and off-premise, on-premise merchandise bingo, and authorizing the award of non-fair and open contracts to Montana Construction Corporation. Motion.
Motion by Council President, may I have a second?
Second?
Second by Councilman Del Rey-Cohn. Any questions or comments by the council? Seeing none, may I have a roll call?
Councilman Coakley.
Yes.
Councilman McGowan.
Yes.
Councilman Beg Roberson. Councilman Guzman.
Yes.
Councilman Del Rey-Cohn.
Yes.
Councilwoman Quattrone.
Thank you, Council President.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to motion to adjourn, sign, die.
I have a motion by the Council President, may I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Guzman. Any questions or comments by the council? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I left that part off, I'm sorry. My daughter threw me. All right.